Imagine being 90 years old and still tying your own shoes, walking to the mailbox without pain, or tending to your garden under the morning sun. Not as a far-off dream, but as part of your everyday life. Sounds incredible, right? But in Japan, tens of thousands of people over 90 do exactly that. They're not just living longer, they're living better. They move with freedom, stay independent, and radiate energy well into their later years. So what is their secret? It isn't expensive treatments or hours in the gym. It is something much simpler. A daily ritual of mindful stretching. These aren't your average stretches. They're purposeful, time-tested movements rooted in ancient Japanese wisdom and backed by modern science. Movements that keep your joints young, your blood flowing, and your muscles active, even after 70, 80, or 90. In this video, I'll take you through 7 of the most powerful Japanese longevity stretches that keep older adults strong, supple, and confident in their bodies. Each takes just a minute or two, but when done consistently, they can completely change the way you age. These stretches aren't about vanity, nor are they about pushing your limits. They're about freedom. The freedom to move, to breathe deeply, to live with grace and dignity. Stick around until the end, because the final stretch I'll show you is the most powerful of them all. One that can change not only your posture, but also how you feel every single morning. Before we begin, drop your name and where you are watching from in the comments below. I'd love to know where our growing community is tuning in from. Let's get started. Cobra pose, the anti-aging signal for your spine as we age. Gravity begins to take its toll. The shoulders round forward, the spine compresses, breathing becomes shallower, and that slight hunch starts to appear. But here's the thing, that forward curve isn't just about posture. It is your body's quiet warning that it is losing its alignment and strength. The Cobra pose is one of Japan's most trusted longevity movements. You will see it being done by seniors in parks, wellness centers, and even during short breaks in offices. Why? It restores what time tries to take away. Spinal extension. This helps you regain that tall, open posture that most people begin to lose in their 50s and 60s. This simple movement, practiced consistently, can relieve lower back pain, improve digestion, and increase lung capacity by opening up the front of the body. According to a recent study from Tokyo University, older adults who performed Cobra pose for just 30 seconds twice a day reported 47% less back discomfort within 3 weeks. But here is the deeper benefit. When you get up off the ground and lift up your chest, you are sending a message to your nervous system. I am still strong. I am still standing tall. It is not just physical. It is psychological. How to do it? Lie prone on the floor or on a soft mat. Allow your palms to be under your shoulders. Gently press into your hands, allowing your chest to rise while keeping your hips grounded. Let your glutes release, keeping your shoulders away from your ears and your neck soft. Only rise as far as feels comfortable. Don't force it. Hold for 30 seconds, breathing slowly through your nose. Repeat once or twice a day. Pro tip, do this first thing in the morning to ease stiffness after a night of sleeping, or any time you have been sitting for too long. It is the reset button for your spine, simple, soothing, and just so effective. Calf stretch on the wall. Engage your second heart. Your calves might not get a lot of attention, but they're quietly working behind the scenes, and they're vital to healthy aging. This stretch isn't optional in Japan. It is a daily ritual for many seniors as they strive to keep circulation flowing and prevent falls that challenge their balance. Here is why this matters. Your calf muscles act like a second heart. Every time you flex or stretch them, they help pump blood from your legs back toward your heart, fighting gravity and the onset of swelling or stiffness as we age. That calf pump weakens and circulation slows, which translates to heavy legs, fatigue, and even dizziness when standing. You are not only taking care of your legs by keeping your calf muscles active and flexible, but you are protecting your entire cardiovascular system and improving your energy levels as well. That natural pumping mechanism may weaken over time, most especially if you sit for long hours or walk less than you used to. And that is when problems like cold feet, swollen legs, varicose veins, or even blood clots begin to appear. This simple wall stretch will help reverse those effects. It improves circulation, restores ankle mobility, and, probably most importantly, enhances your stability and balance. Studies show that seniors with better ankle flexibility and stronger calves are significantly less likely to experience falls, one of the leading causes of hospital visits for adults over 65. And here's something most people don't realize. When your calves stay tight, that tension travels upward, pulling on your knees, hips, and even your lower back. Free your calves, and you start a chain reaction of relief throughout your entire body. Here is how. Stand facing a wall, about an arm's length away. Step 1 foot forward and 1 foot back, keeping both feet flat on the floor. Place your hands on the wall and lean forward, keeping your back leg straight and heel down. You should feel a stretch through the calf and Achilles tendon. Hold it for 30 to 45 seconds, then switch legs. Don't bounce or bend that back knee. It reduces the effect. Pro tip: try this stretch both before and after your walk. It boosts blood flow, eases stiffness, and helps your legs recover faster, giving you the freedom to stay active without pain or fatigue. Now let's move into the Japanese stretch that can unlock hips as loose and youthful as a 30-year olds, even if you felt stiff in them for years. Pigeon pose. Unlock the hips of a 30-year old. Tight hips aren't simply uncomfortable. They quietly steal your independence. In Japan, older adults have long understood a simple truth: hip mobility equals freedom. Whether it is sitting on the floor for tea, walking upstairs, or bending to pick up something, flexible hips make daily life effortless. That is why the pigeon pose is so popular among Japanese seniors. It targets the deep muscles of your hips, especially the external rotators and glutes that have a tendency to lock up after decades of sitting. But this stretch isn't about flexibility. It is protection for your balance, joints, and movements, keeping them smooth and stable. Research has shown that tight hip rotators are associated with poor walking efficiency and increased risk of falls in older adults. In this pose, you release tension from your hips, lengthen your glutes, and take pressure off of your pelvis and lower back. It is not just a yoga move. It is a practical tool for longevity. Here's how to do it. On all fours, bring your right knee forward and place it on the ground in front of your right wrist. Extend your left leg back, resting the top of your foot on the ground. At this point, square your hips, lengthen your spine, and gently lower your upper body over your front leg. If the stretch is uncomfortable, support your hip with a pillow or yoga block. Keep your spine long and your chest open. Hold the position for 30 seconds or up to a minute, then repeat on the opposite side. Remember, you should feel a deep releasing stretch, never sharp pain. Pro tip: do this one in the evening. It melts away hip tightness from the day and helps your body relax for a deeper, more restful sleep. Next, we'll wake up your whole body with one of Okinawa's favorite longevity secrets: a powerful full-body posture reset known around the world. Downward dog, the all-in-one body reset. What if I told you there is one simple stretch that wakes up your whole body from your heel to your brain? That is exactly what downward dog does. It is a staple in Japanese wellness programs, especially in Okinawa, a region famous for having one of the highest concentrations of centenarians on the planet. These elders don't just live long, they live well, strong, and steady. It is often called a functional fountain of youth, a single movement that wakes up nearly every major muscle group in your body without strain or impact. Here is why it matters so much. As we age, the muscles that run along the back of the body, your calves, hamstrings, glutes, and spine, begin to tighten and weaken. This chain of muscles, known as the posterior chain, affects everything from your posture and balance to your energy levels and even your blood pressure. The downward dog stretch lengthens this entire chain while gently strengthening your arms, shoulders, and core. It encourages healthy blood flow to the brain, supports lymphatic circulation, and relieves spinal compression. But that is not all. This position also activates your parasympathetic nervous system. Your body's built in rest and restore mode. That means less stress, better sleep, and improved mental clarity. In fact, studies show that older adults who practice downward dog on a regular basis report better flexibility, fewer falls, and improved cardiovascular function. Here's how to do it. Start on your hands and knees, with your wrists under your shoulders and your knees beneath your hips. Tuck your toes under and slowly lift your hips toward the ceiling, straightening your legs as much as is comfortable until your body forms an upside-down V. Press your palms firmly into the floor, relax your neck, and let your head hang between your arms. Try to bring your heels toward the ground, but don't force it. They don't have to touch. Hold the stretch for about 30 seconds, breathing deeply. Then rest and repeat once more. Pro tip: if straightening the legs feels challenging, bend your knees slightly and focus on high hips over time. As your flexibility improves, the rest will naturally fall into place. Now, let's come to a gentle movement that Japanese doctors call a daily spinal massage. It is simple, soothing, and keeps your back feeling young and flexible. Cat-cow pose, your daily spinal massage. Your spine is more than a stack of bones. It is your body's communication highway, carrying important signals from your brain to every muscle, joint, and organ. But with age, that highway stiffens, the movements slow down, posture begins to collapse, and discomfort starts to creep in. That is why the cat-cow pose has been held to be a daily essential for keeping the spine mobile, supple, and pain-free in Japan, particularly in the longevity clinics of Kyoto. This flow helps your back assume two positions, the gentle arch of the cow and the rounded stretch of the cat. It is more than a stretch. It is a rhythm that nourishes each vertebra. Movement lubricates the spine, improves posture, and stimulates the spinal cord, which plays a crucial role in balance and coordination.